All right, welcome to the Sci-Fi Express lane. I've been really self-evaluating the little videos that I make. My son says they're too long and I should do them at, 7 minutes. And I don't know. You can tell me what you think in the comments. I got to adjust my thinking because I've been thinking in 15 minutes for so long that I still think like that. So today's subject is the movie Weapons, which I gave, if I could give it a 10 out of 10, I would, but just because a few things are perfect, I'm going to give it a 9, maybe a 9.5. Very high rating. I enjoyed the movie, and kind of what I wanted to use to talk about the movie was what I call my 10 must-haves for horror movies, because this movie hit on all cylinders and made me think of what good movies are. Like, you had everything, so that's what it made me think of, the top 10 things, and this is kind of focuses me because there are all types of horror movies. I ain't gonna get it twisted. You got Shining, you got Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a whole bunch of horror movies that I like, but the ones that I like the best are movies like Weapons, movies like The Nun, movies like Malignant. Those movies where maybe they're in a cookie cutter, maybe it's the same thing over and over, but they do it in a different, like Crawl. They do it in a different they give you a different setting, they give you a different character. So that's something that's different. I don't need everything to be so. I don't like the M. Night Shyamalan pattern. I don't like the what Jordan Peele used in Us. I don't need a 50 hours of suspense and then just to let it go. I mean, I like Quentin Tarantino. He didn't do horror, but in his Death Proof movie, okay, it was a lot of setup for the payoff, and the payoff was beautiful, but the setup was entertaining. You understand? So to me, I'm really appreciative of this Grindhouse era, and it really refocuses me. So I don't know if all of my films will have this energy, but I will say I will be going for this energy in my films. So let me get started. Of course, every movie now, I don't know which was the first movie to do this, but the drag scene. And not drag queen, but I think maybe it goes back to Clockwork Orange, but somebody get dragged into the darkness. The one that I think did it the best was the movie Quarantine, where the girl got dragged into the darkness, and they used it in the trailer. But I've been noticing it in a lot of these horror scenes, horror movies, and it works. It's beautiful. It's better than somebody falling down, running like they used to have in the Friday the 13th movies. All right. Another scene that they have is the dream sequence. And the dream sequence is beautiful. Not as fully involved as it is in Nightmare on Elm Street, because Nightmare on Elm Street was about a dream. But sometimes dreams are good because it can include the what if. You know what I'm saying? They were going to do this, but what if they don't do this? Or what if this has happened? It's sometimes dream sequences can make you appreciate the regular world a little bit better, but give you a little tip to what could come or what could be the worst thing. This is new. I don't know where this one started, but the surprise car hit. Somebody's running and they get hit by a car. I don't think it's just in horror movies, but this surprise car hit, holy moly, that's number 3. And this is no order of importance, right? But the surprise car hit, I love it. It's one of my approved repeat spams. Now, you only need to have it once in the movie. Like all these things, once in the movie. The dream sequence, like once in the movie. Unless it's about dreaming, then that's fine. All right, number 4, the surprise person appears behind you. And I think that was mostly like in The Nun. The Nun did that the best, where they be looking in the mirror and then all of a sudden they see the person behind them. I don't care how many times I see that, I love it. It's not even expensive to do, so let's see. Oh man, again, one time in the movie is good, but it is beautiful because I think one thing that it does, it makes you unsettled, right? You don't know what is real and what's fake. So yeah, that is one thing. All right, and then the bait and switch, where the person may be cutting what they think is wood, and next thing you know, they're cutting somebody's arm. And I forgot how they did it in Weapons, but it's a cheap thing, but it makes you feel like the character is not in control of reality. Just like this surprise person behind you, this one is, I love it. I love it. It's a cheap way to do gore, and you don't even have to do it that much. Simple stuff. The little gore, right? I like the little gore. This is not a particular scene, but I like lightweight gore. I don't need gore to be over the top. I don't need gore to be pulling, like I watched Terrifier the other day. No, I don't need him cutting somebody in half, some unrealistic gore type stuff. No, I don't need to. No, don't need gore porn. But I do like a little bit of gore. You know what I'm saying? To show the actual finger, because it makes you let you know, look, this is really happening. This is what it would really look like. So I'm okay with a little gore. All right. I love the confident character, the bold character. Now I don't mean arrogant, but a little confident. And what I mean when I say the little confident is like, of course you're going to see the room or whatever that's too disgusting for you to go into, right? I get that. You know what I'm saying? It can be a little too disgusting for you to go into. But, sometimes it's okay for them to go downstairs and push and pull the audience with them. But, oh my God, they're going to go ahead downstairs? You're killing me. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do it. Don't. You know what I'm saying? That confidence is beautiful. I don't want them to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's too obvious to not go through, then you're going to be like, oh, well, this person has left me behind and they're too stupid. The next, I do like a little mystery. Now, when I first wrote my first sci-fi book, Thug Angel, people told me that, the literary genre of mystery is every story. Every story is mystery. And that's stuck in my head. However, sometimes some stories don't have mystery and you miss it. And I like a little bit of what the fuck is going on. I'm sorry. I like a little bit of what is going on. So this story, Weapons, had that mystery in it. The next, I like the history of the mystery. Give me a little history in it, right? I think Weapons hit it off from the beginning. This is a true story, but no, that's just, saying that it's a true story. I like when there's a little bit of mystery to, say, the neighborhood, to the house, that particular day, that time, that little device, whatever it is. That's 9, right? And number 10, so we're going to hit it, I'm going to go 10 minutes with this one, is the weird, creepy setting. Something so different, in the setting that is odd, whether it's a full moon day, a night, or if it's, like this one, weapons had witchcraft. They had people sitting around not doing things. These were people that just weren't doing the regular stuff. And this was after they were zombies or whatever you want to call it. But sometimes you jump past that. And I think it can be cultural, because I remember watching, I'd be like, oh shoot, this is white people do that, or these are people in the jungle that do that, or these are people in the woods that do that. I think, in what was it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you definitely had that. So something weird, not totally weird, not something where everybody is weird, but something so different in the world that is like giving us a window into what these people do. All right, so that's my review in a way of Weapons. I hated the name. I understood where the name came from. I still don't like it because I would not have gone to see this movie. And that's the tragedy of it. It's such a good movie that I feel bad that I would have not gone to see it because of the name. The trailer gave me nothing. At least didn't pique my interest. And I'm starting to see that. Same thing with Malignant. Malignant's name was good, but I would have missed it because of the trailer. And I think the way these movies are is that you almost can't give away the story to put the trailer together. And some people, y'all don't realize how hard trailers are to put together. So a trailer is not easy. But anyway, that's it. I made it to 12 minutes. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you think I should make my video 7 minutes. I don't try to talk fast. I pause. I try to do good. You can rate me on my overall videos. All right. So this is Jeff Carroll, Sci-Fi Express Lane. I'm out. Thank you.